Hey guys, Eric here from worshipbanduniversity.com, and today we're going to take a look at how to set up keys for a worship set to make it a little easier to scroll through our songs. Now, normally to scroll through each song in a worship set, what I'll do is I will click on the little play button that's next to each song. So I hit play over here for live.
1, 2, intro, 2, 3, 4.
Or hit play for closer.
1, 2, intro, 2, 3, 4.
Or How He Loves. Or How Great Is Our God. That will play each of my songs. But sometimes during, practice, or definitely during a worship set, if you're playing an instrument, like if the drummer triggers this, or even if you do, leaning over and trying to hover over these little play buttons is really a pain. So what you can do is set up keys on your keyboard to make it easier to reach over and just hit a button and start the next song. To do this, what we're going to do is we're going to go over here to Key, click on it, and it brings us into our key mode so that we can map out which keys are going to play the songs. I'm going to click on Live over here and hit number 1. And what that's going to do is that's going to set up the key, so when I go out of key mode into our normal kind of session over here, when I press 1, it should play Alive.
1, 2, intro, 2, 3, 4.
Pretty cool, right? I want to do this for all my songs. So again, I'm going to go back into the key mode here, click on Closer, hit number 2, How He Loves number 3, and How Great Is Our God number 4. Exit key mode again by hitting key. So now if I hit number 2, it should play Closer.
1, 2, intro, 2, 3, 4.
Number 3 should be How He Loves. And number 4, the click for How Great Is Our God. That makes things really super easy to do. Again, it's easier going over and looking at your keyboard to find a number 1 than it is to try to hover this mouse over the little play button. Now, there's a bunch of other keys that you can do on your keyboard. Pretty much almost any letter or number or whatever you can use. Although certain ones you cannot use, like if you're pressing S for save or some of the other functions that are on here. So you're really best off using the numbers to set each of these little keys in here. But you can try some different ones if you really want to. But again, just know that certain ones will not work no matter what you do. Now, I really can set up pretty much anything I see over here with a different key. For instance, I know a lot of times in our songs, sometimes we'll use our loop and our cues, but sometimes, let's say the drummer gets off or something like that, and we still maybe will keep the click going, but you know what? Sometimes we're just way, way, way out, and we can't fix it. So you can either turn off the cues and everything else of the song, or what I can do is if I go to key, I can set a trigger for each of these. I'm going to set number 9 and then number 0 for these two. So when I come out of here, if I hit number 9, it's going to mute the cue track. If you can see that over here. I'm going to hit number 9, turn it off, turn it back on, and 0 will turn off this one over here. So again, if I'm in the middle of a song and we're playing, again, Alive, for instance.
1, 2, intro, 2, 3, 4.
And the band just starts playing way, way, way off, I can hit 9 to get rid of the cues. And I can also hit number 0 and get rid of the loop, so I have only my click left. So again, in the case of an emergency, I can actually mute those if I'd like to and still keep the click going on. I'm going to unmute those again. Again, there's a bunch of different options that you can do as well using key mode, which is really fantastic, but those are the most basic things you can use. So have some fun with it, set up some keys, and this will really enhance your worship set.